A few months passed. I started my art classes again. Robert encouraged me. It felt good to be a student, to be just Brittany for some hours each day. But even at college, things were different. A big car with a driver brought me there. One day, a young man came to the big house. He was tall and good-looking, with Robert's blue eyes. He had a strong, new energy. "You must be Brittany," he said. He did not smile. His voice was not warm. "I am Leo," he said. "I am Robert's grandson." Leo was 25 years old. He worked in business and was very smart. It was clear he did not like me. He looked at me like I was a problem to fix. He thought I was only there for Robert's money. This belief was strong in his eyes. He came for dinner every Sunday. These dinners were very quiet and proper. Leo watched my every move. He asked me hard questions. One evening he asked, "So, Brittany, what will you do in the future, besides spending my grandfather's money?" Robert looked angry. "Leo, that is enough," he said. I answered Leo calmly. "I plan to finish my studies and maybe open a small art gallery for new artists one day." Leo gave a small laugh. "A very good hobby," he said. He tried to make me angry. He wanted to show his grandfather that I was not real. Sometimes, when Robert was not in the room, Leo changed. He would say something nice or smile. This was a test. He wanted to see if I would try to be friendly with him. He wanted to prove that I did not truly care for his grandfather. I did not fall for his tricks. I was always polite, but distant. Leo's presence was a constant pressure. He showed me the world that judged me. He was the voice of doubt. He made me question everything. Why was I here? Was it only for the money? His cold eyes made me look into my own heart. Sometimes I was afraid of what I might find. The judgment was not just outside anymore. Leo brought it right to our dinner table. 6. A bad night. The turning point came on a rainy Tuesday night. I was in the library reading a book for my class. Robert was in his study. Suddenly, I heard a loud noise, a crash. I ran to his study. I found him on the floor. His face was pale and he was holding his chest. He could not speak. I was very scared. My mind went blank for a second. Then I called an ambulance. I kneeled next to Robert. I held his hand. It was cold. "It's okay, Robert," I said, my voice shaking. "Help is coming, just stay with me." At the hospital, everything was a blur of white coats and bright lights. The doctors said he had a heart attack. It was serious. They took him to surgery. I sat in the cold, white waiting room for hours. I did not think about the mansion or the money. I only thought about Robert's kind face, his gentle smile, the way he listened to me. I was terrified of losing him. In that moment, I realized a truth that shocked me. I was not just grateful to him. I was not just fond of him. I cared for him deeply. Leo arrived, his face full of worry. He saw me there, my eyes red from crying. He did not say anything mean. He just sat down next to me. For the next few days, I did not leave the hospital. I slept in the uncomfortable chair next to his bed. I talked to the doctors and nurses. I made sure he had everything he needed. I held his hand and talked to him even when he was sleeping. I told him about my day, about my classes, about the garden at home. Leo saw all of this. He saw me refuse to leave. He saw me cry when Robert was in pain. He saw that my worry was real. One afternoon, he brought me a cup of coffee. "You should go home and rest," he said. His voice was soft for the first time. "I can't leave him," I said. He looked at me for a long time. The suspicion was gone from his eyes. It was replaced with something else. Respect. "I was wrong about you, Brittany," he said quietly. "You really do care for him." I just nodded, too tired to speak. The crisis was terrible, but it was also a moment of truth. For Leo, and most importantly for me. My marriage started as a business deal, a scandal. But now, in this cold hospital room, it felt real. 7, the truth. Robert slowly got better. Each day, he gained a little more strength. When he opened his eyes and saw me sitting by his bed, he smiled a weak but genuine smile. It was a very welcome sight. "You are still here," he whispered. "Of course I am here," I said, my eyes filling with tears of relief. Where else would I be? His recovery was long. It took many days. I helped him every day. I helped him walk in the hospital hallway. I read to him. We spent hours just talking. We talked about many things, not about business or art, but about life. We spoke about our true feelings. One sunny afternoon, back in the mansion, he was sitting in a chair in the garden. He looked stronger. He looked at me, his blue eyes clear and full of warmth. "Brittany," he said. In the hospital, I was scared, but not just of dying. I was scared of dying before I could tell you the truth. He took my hand. "When I married you, it was for companionship. I was a lonely old man, but it is not like that anymore. I have watched you. I see your kindness, your strength. I see how you handled the judgment, how you handled Leo, how you handled me." He paused, and his voice was full of emotion. "I have fallen in love with you, Brittany, not as a replacement for Alina, but as you, the wonderful, bright woman you are. You are not a ghost in my past. You are my future." Tears streamed down my face. All the fear, the loneliness, the feeling of being a fraud, it all melted away from my heart. "I love you too, Robert," I said, and the words felt so right, so true. I did not know it at first. I thought it was just gratitude. But when I thought I was going to lose you, I realized my life is not about the house or the money. My life is with you. That day, he took me to Alina's room. Together, we opened the windows and let the sunlight in. We packed her things away carefully with respect. It was not about erasing her. It was about making space for us. It was for our new life together. The scandal of our marriage was on the outside, but inside our hearts, we had found a true, quiet, and beautiful love. 8, our happy home. 2 years passed. Now I am 27 years old. My life is very different. Not in the way people thought it would be. I finished my degree in art history. I was the best student in my class. Robert came to my graduation. His eyes were shining with pride. It was my success, but he helped me very much to get there. Last year, I opened my own art gallery. It is in the city center. It is called New Light Gallery. I show the work of young artists who are not famous yet. It is my passion. The gallery is a big success. Many people come to see the art. I am not just Mrs. Barnes anymore. I am Brittany, the gallery owner. This makes me very happy. Our house is not cold and empty now. It is full of life. You can hear laughter. We play music. There are new paintings from my gallery on the walls. It truly feels like a home now. The newspapers do not write about us anymore. They found other stories. Our friends, the ones who truly care, see that we are happy. Even Leo is a good friend now. He visits us every week for dinner. He and I talk about art and business. We laugh together. He treats me like a sister. All his old doubts are gone. He sees our true love. Robert and I do not live a showy life. We do not go to many big parties. Most nights you will find us in the library. We read our books together, or we sit in the garden. We drink tea and watch the sun go down. Robert is now 70 years old. He sometimes moves a little slower, but his mind is still very sharp. His heart is full of love for me, and my heart is full of love for him. People saw a poor student marrying an old millionaire. They saw a scandal. They thought it was just a deal for money, but they were wrong about our story. Our story was not about money at all. It was about two lonely people who found each other. Robert gave me a future with no worries. I gave him a reason to live happily in the present. Our marriage started as a strange proposal, a business deal. But it grew into the most real and beautiful love story I could ever imagine.